Hello, folks. I'm Chuck Shaduck, the Digital Duck, and I'm going to be your navigator tonight we're going to have a meetup with Ivan Mircic, the founder of BitcoinAscension.com. Ivan's going to share some of his visions and some of his thoughts, and then we're going to hold a little question and answer afterwards. I thought it would be appropriate to share this before we got started. This is the theme song that we have for Bitcoin Ascension. So if you would sit back, relax, and enjoy this, and I'll be right back with you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's not too late. Together we can change the world. Lay the puzzle pieces out. Find out what it's all about. Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been charted. Roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world. With our hands and with our hearts, we can dare to make a start. Together we can change the world. What if we spoke with one voice, knowing that we have a choice? Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been started. Roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, together we can change the world. And this are just a few of the folks that have joined us in Bitcoin Ascension. And soon we will have the owner, the founder, Ivan Mircic himself. And then when I come right back, we'll be able to talk to Ivan and hear his vision. And here's what he's going to have to say.
Welcome everyone to the Bitcoin Ascension prospect call and training call, we'll call it, because you'll learn, be able to teach other people just with using this call. But I wanted to talk about what Bitcoin Ascension is, what it does, how you can benefit from it, and what we're doing to make it better and better all the time. And we can have questions and answers at the end. So that way it'll go in uninterrupted throughout the my dialogue, and then I can answer any of the questions you may have if I haven't answered them while I do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is Ivan. Ivan will be here shortly. Right now, I'm Chuck Shaduck. I'm going to be your navigator tonight, your host. And Ivan will shortly show up, and we'll be able to hear from Ivan himself. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out this evening. We're going to talk with Ivan any moment now. Take care and have a wonderful day.
There we go. We are recording. Good stuff. Welcome everyone to the Bitcoin Ascension, as I want to call it, vision call. It's not a prospect call as such, as we do have a program, but we have so much more than that. And I want to talk about why I created Bitcoin Ascension. My name's Ivan Mircic. I'm the founder of Bitcoin Ascension, but like everyone else, I'm just a member. I've been marketing for about 15 years or so, and I saw the same problem happening for many people over those years, and myself as well, which was nothing sticking around, and people losing a lot of money and getting nowhere, and all these promises of get rich quick, and people losing a lot of money. The only people who were getting rich quick were the people putting up these shonky programs. Now, I run a program called Bitcoin Ascension. It is a matrix program right now. More will be added to it down the track, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about my vision for what I want Bitcoin Ascension to be. I want Bitcoin Ascension to be a foundation or organization that will not just give a hand to charities, but actually fix charities and the world as we see it. I don't want to just give a little bit of money to charity and have them still struggling. I want to band people together in Bitcoin Ascension as one whole group, and I want to actually go around fixing the issues they're having, and that way we can truly heal the world. Many people work individually and they donate $30 a month or something like that to a charity for years and years and years, and it doesn't seem to do anything. It's like a drop in the ocean because there is so much need in the world. We can't rely on governments to fix all our problems or anything like that. They just can't do it. We have other organisations that define themselves by helping a particular cause, such as hunger or children, animals, all the different genres. That's not what I want to do either. What I want to do is band as many people as I can, because I want to cover everything. I don't want to cover just one particular type of cause. I want to cover all the causes. Now, this can be done. I've researched this over the years, and this can be done by banding all us common folk together in one group and working together. We can actually make a massive difference where others have failed. It's easy enough to do when everyone is working together. And that just means people joining us. I want millions of people joining Bitcoin Ascension for the simple reason is with millions of people, we can actually truly make a difference in this world and actually start healing it without having to go through the bureaucracy and red tape that everyone has to go to, where they seem to lose all the money in the process and not achieve anything at all, even though their intentions are pure. There's so many roadblocks these days. I was looking into it just the other day. Could not believe how hard it is just to be able to help someone. It's ridiculous. And so I found a way around that right now. So, and what I'll be doing is obviously getting as many people into Bitcoin Ascension as we can and healing the world. But we're going to be using Bitcoin. Now, the reason we use Bitcoin is because it cuts through all that red tape and bureaucracy where people try and stop us. By using Bitcoin, we can actually heal the world without being held back and stopped and shut down and things like that. They can't. No government body right now, no authority can actually close us down for what we are doing. Because it's Bitcoin, because it's a cryptocurrency, and the countries are backwards in their forward thinking, unfortunately. That this happened with the internet, flying, Uber, things like that. There's always resistance to change. So I intend to use their weakness as our strength to be able to heal the world and at the same time heal ourselves. Now, this is why I'm doing it, because I'm tired of seeing people suffering, okay? And a lot of people out there, millions of people out there are tired of seeing people suffering, and when there's no need, especially not just in third world countries, but even in first world countries. There's so much homelessness, things like that, that they're not even taking care of their own countries, let alone others. So I want to grab people from all over the world who have interest in all different types of causes and charities and things like that, because we want to cover everywhere. Want to band together, and I want to heal the world. Now, it's a big vision, I think, but it's not an impossible vision at all. Millions of people join causes around the world all the time, and we're going to be a little better than that, because when you join a charity or a cause and you volunteer your help, you volunteer your funds, and to get a little bit done, you get what you get in return is the satisfaction that you're helping, and it's something to be proud of, and it's wonderful, but it does drain you dry. So what I've done is I want to have that same sort of vision, but healing everyone, not just one cause. But I've also going to show you how we do it. Now, how we do it is right now I've installed a matrix program, which is a person-to-person program where you make a donation like you normally would with the charity and things like that. But what this does is it gives you an account with Bitcoin Ascension. So as more and more people join, you actually profit as well. So while we're healing the world and giving our time and our effort, we're also benefiting ourselves as well, so everyone wins. A win-win situation is the most important thing in the world. It's no good giving up all your time and your money and then becoming a charity yourself. You know, you don't want to become a charity case yourself because you're a good person with a good heart, right? So what I'm trying to do is get those people with good hearts and the good intentions, band them together. So not only can we heal the world, but they can profit as well. And so they prosper while the world prospers. And that way we are really healing the world and not just one part of it or just ourselves, okay? Our tagline is, it's not about me, it's about we, and it's for a very important reason. We don't think about ourselves only, although we do obviously have to look after ourselves as well, but banding together as a group, we can help each other as well as the world at the same time without stepping on anyone else's necks to do it. We don't have to hurt anyone to reach the top of what we want to do ourselves personally and heal the world at the same time. It can all be done through Bitcoin Ascension. Now, I mentioned the matrix. It's a 2x6 matrix. It's fully automated. So once you're in and you've made your donation, it will automatically upgrade you and pay you in Bitcoin. I only use Bitcoin. It's totally legal in every country in the world. No governing authority will shut us down for it because we purely work with Bitcoin. While I'm not listed as an organisation yet, there's reasons for that too. It's because of the political reasons, and the governing authorities will always try and stop you becoming an organisation or charge you through the nose to become an organisation or a foundation, and put roadblocks in your way so you can't actually heal the world. It's absolutely amazing. I could not believe it when I saw it. So I'll be doing things a bit differently. We'll be using a program for the members to list the members, and but it'll all be offline. That stuff will be offline, but still available for people to see, because everything about Bitcoin Ascension is transparent. I do lives every night for that reason. You can see me every single night doing a live call on our Bitcoin Ascension group, and I tell you everything that's going on at the time. I don't hold anything back. You need to know the good, the bad, and the ugly. Mostly with us, it's good. It's a lot of fun being with Bitcoin Ascension. For one, you've got like-minded people who aren't just about themselves, who are about wanting to make change in the world and to fix the world. And so you're around very positive people who love helping. So for a start, that's a great group to be in, even if you weren't benefiting financially from it. Apart from that, we also have fun with competitions that benefit yourself. We run many competitions. We've got 2 running right now. And we've probably run, since we started only 4.5 months ago, we've probably run around about 20 to 25 different competitions for cash and prizes of sorts, with positions in the matrix and early positions in the matrix that people love. And we aim the competitions at expanding the membership for Bitcoin Ascension, and also teaching people at the same time. Teaching people is as much important. I've known people who have $1 million one day and then by the end of the year they're completely broke. What we aim to do here, we aim to show you how to advertise and spread the word of Bitcoin Ascension, how to work together to do that if you're not a person who can really talk to other people for different reasons. There's anxiety, there's just not being sure yourself, not being sure what to say. That's why we work together. With the Matrix program I only use one central link, not multiple referral links, because I do not want anyone left behind at all. So with a lot of Matrix programs or other referral programs, the good marketers get in, they bring in a lot of people and they benefit. And unfortunately, a lot of people get missed. With Bitcoin Ascension, it doesn't work that way. Everyone works for everyone else, right? We all work for each other and we all benefit. And it's really caught on fire with what we're doing, because we're not just a program on the internet. We are something much more, and it's very, very exciting because we get to heal the world at the same time as healing ourselves. We have a great Facebook group where there's plenty of posts, lots of proof of payments and things like that, but also charities that we're actually helping who are already with Bitcoin Ascension. We have cat sanctuaries, we have women's shelters, we have different foundations, and mostly from the members contacting these or starting their own and joining into Bitcoin Ascension, making accounts with the Matrix program as well, and talking to their members and saying, hey, come and look at this, let's all band together and heal the world. Now, it's not just about the Matrix program. I'm building up membership because I think if you ask 1,000 people for $1,000, it's going to bleed them dry in most cases. It would bleed me dry if I kept doing that every month. What I want to do is get 1 to 2 to 10 million people over time, because we will be around for years. There's no problem with that at all. And $1 a month, when I do start this process, it'll be $1 a month paid in Bitcoin. And from there, you can do the math yourself on how much you can make per month and how many causes that we don't just help with, that we actually fix. And that's like a homeless shelter that needs an extra room or extra beds and things like that. And they have to do these massive drives and they have to work so hard to get that done. But then Bitcoin Ascension can come along and say, here's your beds, or here's the building. That's what I want to be able to do. I want to fix those problems, not just contribute a little bit and have them working so hard. The reason I want to do this is because with a homeless shelter, for example, where they've run out of beds, they need more beds or they need more room, the time it takes them to be able to get that done and raise the money and all that sort of thing, there are people suffering out in the world. You know, there are still children and adults homeless who don't need to be. And you can only get so much help from the government. And when times are tough, people can't give. But everyone could give them a dollar. But you need an organisation that's going to help not just one particular section, but to help all the sections of the community around the world and in every country, not just the third world, but the first world countries as well. There's plenty of, especially in the first world countries, a lot of veterans that are homeless. This is wrong. It shouldn't happen. And that's something I have a passion of stopping from happening. But I want all homeless people off, obviously, but veterans should never be homeless, ever. That's something that's very, very close to my heart from friends who were veterans and were homeless. I've helped a few of those, but again, by myself, I can only do so much. I can't do it all by myself, but together we can make a huge change. We can start the fire and it'll burn all around the world and everything will be healed. And it's a big dream, but I'm not here for a few months like many programs. I'm here for many, many years. This will be my life's work and my legacy, and something that will be carried on after I'm well and gone. Even if I lived another 50 years, it'll still be going, because this is how important it is. The world will be healed and will be fixed. And it's only because of common people like us all banding together and doing it. Now, if you want to join us, it's easy enough. We only use one link. You become a member of Bitcoin Ascension by going to www.bitcoinascension.com. You look at the Get Started button. It takes you through the whole thing. You make an account in the Matrix. You join us in the Facebook group, and we work together. As we build the numbers, that's when we can start really making a big difference in the world. But we're already making a difference to many places with charities. We've just started a merchandise line where we sell shirts and other things we're starting to sell. And all the profits that go from selling those shirts to members, and we'll be selling to the general public as well with different kinds of branded shirts and things like that, and hats and all that sort of thing. All profits from that go into buying more accounts in the Matrix and then giving those positions away to the members. And we'll do it in competitions to make it fun at the same time. But we're also holding back 10% of all funds for charities in general. And when we get it up to a nice big lot, we contact different charities saying, hey, we'd like you to join our Matrix program with Bitcoin Ascension. You know, we're giving you a position in the Matrix system, you know, and it'll be tied, and we help them set up a Bitcoin address so the money goes directly to them, so they're able to fund their causes as well, with us helping as well. On top of that, they tell their members, hey, we're with Bitcoin Ascension as well. They're helping us to get our dreams up and running, whether it's, say, a pet sanctuary and they need funding to, you know, for fencing and food and things like that, because all that takes money, obviously. We're going to be able to do that because we're working together. I talk very fast because I'm very excited. I'm always excited. I hardly sleep. This is my passion, and it's so many other people's passion as well. I am one of you. I'm always contactable. I'm real. You know, I'm here, and I'm not hiding behind some sort of profile. This is who I am, and many people ring me through Facebook, Skype, Zoom, and things like that, so they can actually talk to me about their vision. And that's what I want to hear. I always want to hear. I want to hear what your passion, what your vision is, because again, it's not about me. It's about all of us. It's about we. That's why the tagline is like it is. It's very, very important. Everyone's opinion is important. Everyone has an opinion, and everyone has suggestions and things like that. And we work together beautifully for that reason, because we're there for the common goal. I just run the program. Otherwise, I'm just the same as the rest of you. And I think that's very important. I don't want to get to the top and be there by myself. I want everyone with me at the same time. And through Bitcoin Ascension, we can do this. I think I've covered just about everything I need to cover. I didn't want it to be a very long call, but I did want to leave it open for any questions that people may have. Chuck may prompt me with some things I may have missed. There's so much to Bitcoin Ascension. I will be bringing other things into Bitcoin Ascension. So we are going to be developing over the months and years together to make it better and better for everyone, so it benefits the whole world. So yeah, so that's in a nutshell what Bitcoin Ascension is all about, and I hope you join us. Chuck, is there any questions or anything I need to remember that I haven't?
Just remember that I love you all the way from way over here in the US of A, my friend. And
Mate, that makes me feel.
yeah, well, so you should, because if you had a stroke right now, you'd be SOL, because I couldn't get to you and wish you well on the way out. But I love you for sure, and I love you for what you're doing. If there's anybody on here, we've got 7 different people on here. If you have any questions and would like to talk to Ivan, pop on in here. I'll mute myself. I'm sure he'll talk to you as well as he talks to me. And there's some pages that I would like to share in our song, We Can Change the World Together. That's what our song is. Together we can change the world, and that's what I plan on helping this man do. So thank you very much for sharing my time with you. And anybody else got any questions that you want to go on? The link will be...
Can you check messages as well in case anyone's typing a message as well, mate?
Okay, I'm seeing, let's see, everybody is in here. I'm going to unmute everybody. Danger, stand back. Here we go. Everybody is unmuted.
Crazy, mate.
All participants, if you have any questions, unmute yourself. I've unmuted everybody. Well, I did it once, and I think they unmuted. Here we go. There's Ron. Hey, Ron.
Hey, Chuck.
How you doing?
I'm just hanging in there tough, buddy.
Well,
it's not enough time in the day that I can give to Bitcoin Ascension.
hey, thank you.
Even everything that Ivan is going for in this is such a great thing to have the camaraderie, the teamwork, the no left anybody behind, and the idea of helping out other people that are in great need of help, and animals also.
Hey, Ivan, he's not talking about me.
A different kind of animal. Okay.
Exactly, for sure.
And it's just the best decision I made when I joined Bitcoin Ascension. So
well, it was the best decision for us, Ron, because you joined us. It's not that someone's just joined us. It's an honor when anyone joins us. And as I said, you're as important as everyone else in the group. No one is put on a higher bracket than anyone else here. We are all working together for the same goal. There's no I'm better than you are sort of thing. We're all the same, and I think that's the way it needs to be kept. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, but mathematically it can be a get-rich-quick scheme. All it takes is people working together, and if people are working together, everything moves faster. And that means we stop suffering faster. We look after ourselves and our families faster just by working together. And that's why I fully focus on this, and I don't do any other programs or anything like that. I just focus on this. Because if you're going to succeed anywhere, any philanthropist or any massive entrepreneur who has made it very, very big, they all started with one thing, got it working so it was absolutely running perfectly, and then they diversify. There's a lot of people that come in and say, oh, no, you've got to have like 10 different programs. You'll never accomplish truly what you want to accomplish. And we're not talking about a quick $200,000, $500,000, because that doesn't change your life. We want to actually change your life. With Bitcoin Ascension, the Matrix program eventually pays out 41 Bitcoin. Depending on the price of Bitcoin, that's anywhere from $500,000 up to $2.5 million per account. You can have multiple accounts with us. Many people do. I made 100 accounts and then gave away 50 of them to members. And all of those have cycled on level 3, and people have made more money than they've ever made before online. We've paid out, in less than 5 months, we've paid out nearly 600 people all up. That's, well, not paid out, but they've all cycled and made money and made profit. And I don't tell everyone to put it all back in or anything like that. I don't make anyone do anything. Everything here is freedom and choice. I suggest ways and strategies for people to be able to benefit from the Matrix program, but I don't force anyone to advertise. I don't force anyone to rebuy. If you ever only want one account and that's all you want, and you want to keep all the money for yourself, that's up to you. That's your choice and the freedom to do that. There's so much regulation in our lives these days from governing bodies and other programs where they tell you, you must do this, you must do this, you must. I don't want to do that. I want to keep it free because we are free people and we need to open up our minds and be free thinkers. I'm even going to have programs coming in where we teach you how to use your money for the best benefit for you so you don't run out of that money. As I said earlier, a person can make $1 million in a lottery and then by the end of the year, it's all gone. We want to teach them to use that money and keep that money and have that money working for them instead of them working for that money. And believe me, it can be done. I've got an accountant over here and she has contacts around the world with different accountants as well that will show people things like trust funds, annuities, all that sort of thing. So
I can show everybody that myself also. I've been doing it for years.
You can.
Yeah, for years. Hey, you haven't met Gary from Phoenix, Arizona, have you, Ivan?
I've known Gary for years. I haven't really spoken to him that much in terms of video.
There you go. We got him on video. I drug him in here, man. But you can tell. No, he popped in. He said hello. It's the first time Gary and I met also. What do you like about this thing, Gary? I mean, what attracted you?
Well, tried a program similar to I was actually an admin for a program similar to this, but the how do I word this without making it sound too bad? It basically didn't work the same way as I wanted to. Didn't seem like the same goals were there that Ivan has. I like this because Ivan is real. He's out there every single day. He doesn't hide behind the screen. He doesn't hide behind the internet. He's there. He's available for exactly. He's available for everyone. And the thing is he's not greedy. You can tell he's not greedy. I mean, if he was greedy, he would be, he wouldn't have made the program he made, for one thing. When you see a program made like this, you think that they're not going to be greedy, but that's not always the case. Sometimes they're in it for themselves, and it just kind of comes out in the long term. You see that. And unfortunately, I learned the hard way. And now I see a program that, people can actually really benefit from. And Ivan, I just want to tell you, I really appreciate that you started this program and that you're doing everything you're doing, because you're putting in like 20 hours a day, like you say on the lives. You're not lying about that, so, and it's just, it's amazing. So, and I can't wait for this to just, for people to just really see the vision that, it takes sometimes 9 months to a year for people to really see the same program around for that long before they even start joining, which is crazy because, it's based on position too. So the better off your position is, the better off you're going to do. But everybody's going to do goodness because you have a long-term goal with it. And you're not doing it for self-righteousness. You're not doing it for anything else. You're doing it to help people and to help animals and everybody else, to help the whole world, like you say. So, and, I'm just really, really impressed with everything. I've never thought you would do a live every single day of the program, and every single day you have, except for 2 days, and they're out of your control. So literally, I was like, wow, he's going to do a live every single day, and it's just. I've never seen anybody run a program like this.
You know what? I want to say something real quick here. He mentioned something, and it's called focus. It's following one thing until successful, one course. You keep doing that until you get it right, and you get it right. And when you know it's right, then you step off to the next one. And you keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. It's like ice skating. I never could learn how to ice skate, and that's why I didn't get back on that pony and try. but I know how to make money. And so I built residual income after one, after another, after another. And then I said, well,
Well,
wow, I like
that's also got to be different, Chuck, about Bitcoin Ascension is you won't need to diversify, because I'm going to bring the diversity into Bitcoin Ascension. It won't ever just be a matrix. There's things that I'll be bringing in which will shift the paradigm of how things are done, because I believe we're the first of its kind to actually do what we're doing, and to really do what we're doing. A lot of people gimmick saying, oh, we give to charity. There's programs out there copying us all the time, which is fine. But if they were really intent on helping the world and healing the world, why'd they start their own and not just join us in actually healing the world, instead of diluting everything and then using the gimmick of we give to charity to attract those people in? But what I'll be doing is bringing other things into Bitcoin Ascension, so people have a diversity within Bitcoin Ascension. That's what I mean. We're going to be here for years. You won't need to have to go, because I'll be bringing it, and it won't just be a matrix. It'll be different types of things that will benefit all different types of people, but ultimately will benefit the charities and the people trying to heal the world. That's the main benefit. I have given you my why. I've shown you how, and I can show you what you can get out of it. You can get 41 Bitcoin right now in our matrix program. Once it pays out, it is not a short-term goal. You will be paid along the way as you go up each level. The speed depends on the people. It doesn't depend on, I'm not doing trading and things like that and giving you some BS about, oh, well, figures were down, so no one's making any money. I'm not doing that because it's too volatile. But there are other ways, and I'll be bringing in other ways to Bitcoin Ascension, but I need the numbers up for people to, so that these other innovations that I'm bringing in will benefit everyone. I don't just want a few people at the top benefiting. I want everyone having the same chance to benefit. I don't have to be first. I don't want to be first. I don't want to be famous. I want Bitcoin Ascension to be famous, because we are Bitcoin Ascension. Mm-hmm. Everyone is famous, or no one is. So Bitcoin Ascension is the figurehead, not me. I'm just running it. You know, I'm working with you down in the trenches. I'm working with you. I don't want to be known. I know I will be. I mean, a lot of people will refer to me and do now, but that's not why I do it. I do it so everyone can contribute to the world, and everyone is famous. Because if you say, I'm with Bitcoin Ascension, to me, you're a celebrity, as far as I'm concerned, because you're not doing it just for yourself. You're doing it to actually make change in the world that the governing bodies of the world can't do. But we can as people. There's more of us than there are governing bodies. Okay? There's more people power. In ancient days, it took the people all together to build a village, and then it took the village to raise the child. That's what we're doing here.
And you know what, Ivan? I stepped up to the plate and I said, look, we've got this magical thing called the internet. And we have been destroying it since it come out, because we've been talking about money, 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 money. And we should not be doing it. Look what we've got here. You, me, Ron, Gary, absolutely had a snowball's chance and HE double hockey sticks of ever crossing paths in our life. So if we can bring people in here and you can look in my eyes and see that I'm for real, I bleed. I can't touch Ivan over there, but we're all real people. And this, I believe, is the route to change the internet. Let people know that we are all the same in you. I can guarantee you one thing. Every one of us in here love our family and love to help others. There has not been a soul I have found on this planet or on this internet that said to me, people helping people is not what's important. That is the most important thing in my life. If I help 10 other people, I'm going to get back 100-fold from it down the road.
Yeah.
So I love you, brother. You are my brother from another mother. I hope that's on recording, because I know we don't look much alike, but you think just like a lot of us folks do. I know Ron. I haven't met Gary long, but I know his heart is in the same place. Right, Gary?
Oh, yeah.
Gary,
I'm telling you.
he does help people. Over the years, I've known Gary Phillips. All I see him is on the net, helping people, assisting people, making sure people are clear. This is a man that, you know, is like a brother in terms of he understands where I'm coming from, and he understands that what we're trying to do. And he's been trying to do that sort of thing for years himself. It's never been just about Gary Phillips when Gary Phillips is doing something. It's all about assisting. He doesn't just sign someone up and forget them and leave them behind. He works with them. These are the people that will make a change in the world. And Gary Phillips is one of those people. I couldn't recommend
Exactly, and that's why Bitcoin Ascension, I call it my BAF, my Bitcoin Ascension family. Because
Well, I'm glad you had an R in there because it come out as BAF. So we don't really
we
want
don't,
that.
we don't want to put that in there. We're going to call it the BAF. But the BAF family, I look at it like this. If I'm standing out in the middle of this affiliate nation called the Honor 9 Internet Highway, and I'm screaming, hey, hey, I want to sell you this particular potion because it's going to make you so much better. But if I have a whole truckload of people, 2,000 of them, on a bus with me all pushing it saying, hey, you better get on board. You need to get on board because we're out here to change the world. You will never see anybody else that will have their face on the screen like Ivan does. Nowhere.
Yeah.
I've been on here since 1988, brother. I'm an old fart. And I have never had anybody.
I might need some Botox one day, you know.
Hey.
Hey, Chuck, there's some people in the chat that have questions. I know Paulette and Matt are asking some questions in there. So,
all right, let me check on the chat down here. I can unmute, folks. If you don't, let me check the chat box here.
I think neither one of them have mics.
Okay, let me see what's
Hey guys, it's Katie here.
Well, hi, Katie.
Good morning from Western Australia. I haven't put my camera on because I'm still in my PJs.
Well, I am too. You just can't see what's on below the desk.
All right, well, hang on for a sec. I'm going to see if I can get my my video to go so you can see me in all my see. I'm in my pajamas.
Hey, well, welcome to our world. Now, this is what amazes me. Look at what we've got here. We got Katie, we got Ivan, we got me, Gary, and Ron, and we're all over the planet. How in the world does this happen? Beam me up, Scotty. Something's going on down here. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Hey, look, I just wanted to let you know that I've just answered a couple of the questions that the guys have asked, and for the newbies on here, yeah, I'm Katie Vincent, and I'm over in Western Australia, and I'm one of the few people that's actually met Ivan in person. He has actually done a live from my spa.
Yeah, and I cook dinner.
And he cooked dinner. I made him cook the barbecue.
Whoa!
So, I'm privileged to have actually been around pretty much for most of this journey. I've got a nice early position because I was introduced as well. And I've now got 22 positions, and they've all got nominated charities or friends or family that I want to go out and help. So, yeah, this is an amazing opportunity for anybody that gets involved.
Wow.
Thanks. Katie does amazing work for us. She does health checks on our accounts to make sure that we have the proper Bitcoin addresses, because there's people very new to Bitcoin who don't understand Bitcoin addresses and things like that. It's very alien, although it's just like having your online bank. It's just like having a BSB number, account number, and all that sort of thing, all just wrapped into one little address.
Is that a garbage truck or a street sweeper or somebody hungry?
Yeah, I think they're blending everything together. Katie does a lot of work with us, and again, without people like Katie and yourselves and things like that, Bitcoin Ascension wouldn't be what it is now, and won't get to where it's going to get to without you people, because every person is important. You know, every cog in the machine that's Bitcoin Ascension is as important as the other. There's no bigger cogs, there's no smaller cogs. We're all just cogs working together to heal the world. And Katie does an amazing job. She works tirelessly with us. She messaged me quite often, hey, can we get this fixed? Can we get this dropped out of the back office and things like that? And so she keeps me busy. So, but everything she does is for the benefit of everyone else. And I can't sing her praises highly enough. And she has a great spa. It's really good.
well, wait a minute. I need a ticket for that spa, Katie Vincent. I can't hear you. Hold on. You got to unmute you. Let me see. You're going to have to unmute yourself, Katie. Look at, she's showing us the spa.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, can you unmute yourself, Katie, if you can hear me? I'm trying, but it won't let me unmute you for some reason. There she, hold on. There you go.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to show you the spa. So can you see that?
Yeah.
That's awesome spa. I love that spa.
Those things feel very good for sure. I know it. And where are you at, Katie? You're in Australia?
Yeah.
Just along there with Ivan. Ron's in Florida. I'm in Missouri. And Gary, he went to potty, I think, but he's from Phoenix, Arizona. This is amazing.
Yep, we're a global movement.
Yes, a global
That's
movement.
it's the beauty of the internet that we can actually heal the world because we don't have to start from our garage. We don't have to start from our own backyard. We can start globally. And that's the good thing. So not one country benefits, but all countries can benefit. And that's all we've got to do. All we have to do with Bitcoin is just spread the word of what we're doing, of why we're doing it. That's the important thing, why we are doing it. Then we show people how we're doing it, and then we show them what the results will be from that. And doing it that way, people get a clear understanding of what we're all about, and how they can benefit themselves, and of course the rest of the world. So it's awesome.
Exactly.
Is there any other questions?
Anything from
Anything in the messages?
I think I've answered them both, Ivan. There was one from Paulette though about the 50-50 competition and whether or not that was still running.
No, that actually last night. I think Craig Smith was the last guy to introduce someone. But the good thing about it, after Elaine took it, of course, I'll be running other competitions as well for prizes and things like that. I'll be running one probably Monday that they can get involved in to win an early position as well. So,
cool.
But that's a good thing about us. If one competition finishes, another one will start sometime. So we like to keep it fun and fresh.
And you know, one thing else, Ivan, that is really great in here, no matter what you need done, what you need to find out how to do or where to do it, you can come in here, and all these people have so many talents. We can just absorb so much from all of these folks learning. Katie, how do you make breakfast over there in your world? I'm hungry.
It's called coffee.
I'm with you, darling. Coffee it is. I've been waiting to be able to talk to you, and I know you've been saying, I will, I promise, I will. Now you've done it. Thank you so much. I even put my teeth in for you. It's a great thing. And look at all these people that we're hanging out with from around the world. I feel like I'm sitting at my kitchen table with my mom and dad back in the day. Everybody's around the table talking all the good stuff, having a cup of coffee, eating donuts. But you guys are around the world. Tell me. I love you, Ivan. I'm telling you, man. I love you.
Oh, I'm very adorable. So,
Paulette's sold. Awesome. We would love to have you join us, Paulette.
Yes, for sure. Come on in. Shine the screen on us. We got recording time over and over, but we just want to let people know that we're here about helping people. Because you got to help people first before they can help anybody else, right?
Yeah.
So I think the first charity on our list is called Us, making sure our world is good and that we take care of our family and our kids and our pets, and then we can help. Because of Ivan, we're going to be able to help all kinds of folks. The peer-to-peer Bitcoin thing, Ivan, is a genius.
Well, it's what it takes. It really, really does. And people say there's plenty of those sort of programs around, and yes, there are, and they die out and they stall and things like that. But because I'm not just sticking with a matrix and I'm not just developing it purely for self-righteous people just to make money for themselves and nothing else, it's all about money, money, money. It's and how does it benefit me and not anyone else? Because that's all I want to do. I just want to bring all these people in so I make commissions, and then I can walk away and do something else. I'm making something completely different that is going to be helping everyone else, and it's about everyone, not just about the one person. And out of the 100% of marketers in the world or people online and doing programs, only 5% can really market effectively and make good money with commissions. About 5%. I had a choice of helping the 5% or the 95%. I chose the 95% because they're important as well. And by doing that, I've actually helped the 100% because even the great marketers can come in and do this and benefit from it very, very quickly. It's as simple as that. They just have to remember that it's not just about them, it's about everyone. So it's not about me, it's about we. And that's why that tagline is so important to me. You just got to stop thinking of yourself and think about the greater picture. And if you do that, you still benefit yourself. You'll still get to that same spot. And,
let me interrupt you just for a minute, Ivan, just for a second. The lady that popped in behind old Ron's head that's got in the way, her name is Ruby. That is Ron's wife. You move your head out the way you are. That is Ruby. Hi, Ruby. I haven't seen you for a while, hon. I mean, how many times can you say you meet people like this from around the world, and we do it face to face? That's what makes Ivan so different. It's face to face, real people, not Facebook, face finger, but face to real people.
Yeah, I think that's important. With the internet these days, we might as well use it to our best advantage. It was designed so it would connect people and businesses and things like that around the world. That's what it was designed for, information highway, people connecting, not just with the people in their street, but around the world, so we could all become a one. Because understanding other people and other cultures and things like that, that's what the internet has done for us. And it's beautiful for people in India, UK, USA, Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia, places like that. I'm just everywhere. Russia, China. It's just amazing, and it's very, very exciting.
I love it. I've got more friends now than I've ever had in my entire little old life from Buffalo, New York.
And
I can't believe it.
We're all just people trying to make our worlds a little better place. So if we get everyone in the world wanting even just to make their place a little place, it'll ripple out. The ripple effect of Bitcoin Ascension ripples out to everywhere, and then the world is covered. That's how we do it. We don't have to do it just.
I love that. I love the idea. Hey, you get one person rowing a boat, you go pretty far and fast. If you get 100 people, you're going to zoom. If you get 1,000, you're going to speedboat across there. But
exactly,
what happens when we get 1 million people pushing this boat?
Yeah, well, that's right. We don't need it. We'll have a people bridge around the world that connects the whole world together, and nothing will keep us apart. There'll be no ocean in the way because we're all connected. I remember years and years ago they did a Hands Across America and things like that many years ago.
Yes, I know that.
Bigger than that, I want hands across the entire planet, joining together as one to heal this beautiful world of ours, to stop suffering. And I'm not just talking about people, I'm talking about animals, I'm talking about the environment as well. Steve Irwin over here, he used all the profits he made with his wildlife and sanctuaries and things like that, Australia Zoo, but he used a lot of the profit to buy wetlands and different areas in Australia, so they couldn't be strip mined and ruined, and so the animals would be all right, and the ecosystem of the world would stay balanced. So we're doing things like that as well. There's many things we can do, which will benefit us as much as it benefits everyone else. We can really heal the world, and even people who've never heard of Bitcoin Ascension will still feel its effect and won't even know why. But we're not here to big note ourselves. We're just here to heal the world. So even if people never know who we are, but find that their world is a better place, that's satisfaction enough for me. As I said, I don't need my name known. I just want people happy, the world healing, animals being protected, children being protected, women being protected, men being protected, everything. It's about everything. It's about the oceans. It's about the Great Barrier Reef we have here in Australia being protected. Things like that need to be protected because it's all a balance. It's no good if everyone in the world is rich, but the world is dying. There's no point.
And this old digital technology has taken away our certain humanity of the world. There's so many things that you can do on that little bitty telephone thing that you would never do in front of a person. You would never do things that would make someone cry and make someone feel bad about themselves. But when you throw it through your fingers and it comes out on a keyboard, ends up on somebody's Facebook page, which I don't really care for, but that can cause damage to people. It really does hurt. And people should not do that. I think we need to bring people in here and say, hey, folks, I'm Chuck. I'm from St. Joe, Missouri. I'm 64 years vintage, and I'm going on 65, and I love everybody on the planet because we're all the same.
Yeah, and there's millions of us out there, billions of us out there.
Billions of us.
And they all join into Bitcoin Ascension, not so we benefit just financially, but we can actually heal the world. That's the real story of Bitcoin Ascension. The matrix, we do a matrix. You can make some money doing that as well. But the real story of Bitcoin Ascension is fixing the world, not just healing and no band-aid solutions. We actually want it better and thriving. And we can do that. We have the technology to be able to communicate with each other. We have the numbers to be able to do it. and we have the passion from everyone wanting to do it, but don't know how. That's why I want Bitcoin Ascension advertised all over the place and juiced and all the things we talk about, commenting and things like that, because I want them in and working with us to heal the world. Yes, and we have a matrix program, and we'll have other things included where we can benefit as well. But I'm just trying to get everything into one place, and it doesn't
I
take.
can tell you one thing. I am so impressed with what you've done in the limited time you have done it. I've been building businesses for 30 years, and nowhere in snowballs, you know what, have I ever got as far as you have. You have built something here that's really powerful, and it's going to go a long, long time down the road. I really know it's true.
I started something that will benefit the world. Well, it's taken everyone else to make it what it is.
Yes.
I just lit the match. You
Yes.
know, you guys are the fuse that are leading to the explosive way we can heal the world. That's why it's not about me, it's about we, because I can't do it by myself. You can't do it by yourself. But together we can actually do something.
I put it like this. I can't push this bus by myself, and neither can Ivan. But boy, if we get 1,000 people behind this bus, it's going to move awful fast. That's a good thought.
People can't fathom, you know, 1 million people in a program, but there's plenty of programs and plenty of organizations out there that have multiple millions of people in there. But because they get so lost in it.
The Red Cross is a perfect example. There's many companies. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's St. John's, there's Red Cross, there's the Red Shield Appeal that goes over here for blankets from the Salvation Army, places like that. Mine isn't politically affiliated. Mine's not religious affiliated or anything like that. It's just people. It doesn't matter what color, what religion, what sex you are, nothing. You know, we'll take anyone who wants to help heal the world, because that's the type of people we want. Anyone who's just out for themselves, anyone who doesn't care, give a damn about a person, you know, who's down on the street. This isn't the program for them. You know, this is not who we want. And there's more good people than there are bad people in the world. A ton more good people, right? The media only lets you see the bad stuff. They don't hardly give you the good stuff. They'll give you a cat video at the end of the news after giving you so much devastation and distrust and things like that. We want to shift that, because the media will say what the media likes. We'll become our own media, where people will come to us for truth and happiness. There's a lot of good work being done, and just because it doesn't sell newspapers, they don't put it in. Well, we're not here trying to sell newspapers. We're just here showing that the world is a good place, and you're in a good place, and you can help make that an even better place. That's all I want.
You know what? We're also going to do it tomorrow, Saturday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to do it all over again. Ivan's going to come back. Let me tell you about some work ethic. This gentleman works 7 days a week. He does live 7 days a week. He also does Zoom calls, 2 hours, one now and one later during the day. Then he also comes down here every weekend and he shares his story. When do you sleep?
I don't know.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I love about this guy. If that is not dedication and appreciation for what everybody else is doing, I don't know what is. I mean, kudos to you, brother. Kudos to you. And I tell everybody, tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to do it all over again. Bring as many folks as you like. We want to answer the questions that you may have. If I can't answer them, he will. This guy right over here, he will take care of it. He knows the answer, right? And I'll even reach out there and pat him on the back. We'll get the right answer. But we've been running for quite a while, so I don't want people to think that we've gone crazy and gone off the cliff. But tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, same page, same click that Ivan finally got to and came on in. Go to that page, click on that link, and come on in. We're going to do it all over again. And bring some friends, Katie. You can see you and Ruby are the only two ladies in the bus, and Ruby's way back there in the corner, and you're right up front. So we need some ladies to make it.
I did think it was a bit male-dominated, but in saying that, I do have to go. So, guys, I'm going to have to leave you because I got to go. I got a chiro appointment in half an hour, and I'm still in my pajamas.
Thank you, Katie, so much.
Katie.
All right, see you guys.
Bye-bye.
Catch you later.
No worries.
Well, there you go, Ivan. I'll let you close it up if you want to, and I'll stop the recording whenever you say, brother. But I just want to say thanks for everybody for stopping by. I don't know about Gary and Ron, but I'm sure they do. And I know Ruby's back there hollering, hey, yay.
All right, guys. Yeah, well, we'll wrap this up. As soon as you've got this edited and recorded, and make sure you send me the link, so we'll share it with the Bitcoin Ascension group. I'll put it on the fan page, and I'll put it on my timeline, and I suggest everyone put it on their timeline as well, so we can actually spread the word of what we're all about. I know Gary will. Gary's got things there. And it's about time we showed the world that there is a way to profit yourself, but also heal the world at the same time. And that's what our real story is healing the world, but healing ourselves at the same time. Everyone can be healed. And it's possible just by working together with an open heart and an open mind, and that's what we're all about. So we'll wrap it up here. Thank you very much, Gary, and everyone else, and Ron and everyone who came on. Thank you very much, Chuck, for hosting this. Very important, and thank me for being awake in time to do this. So
I'm glad you're here, Ivan. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you. We'll see you next time, folks. Thanks a lot, Ronald and Gary and Ivan. Bye for now. We'll catch you again. Bye-bye.